Okay, I will call to order the Education Subcommittee. I want to thank all my committee for being here bright and early this morning. I think we've got a very good budget here this morning. And with that, has everyone got a track sheet? And we can get started. I want to thank our staff for so much help in putting this budget together, and Sarah Roro here. I just really appreciate your hard work, and thank you for that, as well as the rest of the budget staff. But our first changes is under DCAL, Department of Early Care Learning. There's one change, 22.1.6, to utilize increased grant funds available in the Governor's Office of Student Achievement for birth to 5 literacy and numeracy in rural Georgia. Next, you'll turn over to the Department of Education under Agricultural Education, 24.1.5. We're increasing funds for the Young Farmer programs in Polk and Petula Charter Academies. Two programs there that are in need of those Young Farmer programs. 24.1.6, provide partial funds for Young Farmer Executive Director position for the state. Under charter schools, where are we, Sarah? Where here? No. Here we go. Under charter schools, line 24.5.4, we're asking for the department to utilize $1.5 million in existing funds for charter facility grants pursuant to HB 430. Under section 24.6, we have a new program called the Chief Turnaround Officer. I know y'all familiar with that. Line 24.6.2, you see that we transfer $1 million that was put in the budget last year for the turnaround officer from the central office to this new program. Also, line 24.6.3, we have $227,570 for soft skills training for turnaround schools in rural Georgia. So we just got a new line item for this chief turnaround officer. Under GNETs, line 24.1, 24.10.5, we have just a true up in the formula. Under non-QBE formula grants, line 24.13.2, we have a true up of the residential treatment facility formula, and 24.13.5, we provided $143,373 for 20 additional students in the RTCs. Preschool disability services, line 24.15.2 is just a true up in the formula. We'll go on to section 24.16. We are recreating the pupil transportation program to provide for greater transparency for these funds. So we're going back and Chairman and Brooks and creating a transportation area here in the budget. It was transferred to QBE several years ago, and since that time it's been kind of overlooked, so I thought it was time we made changes and really pulled it out so we could see what's going on in there. And so under line 24.16.2, we're transferring the pupil transportation funding from QBE to this new program. 24.16.3, we're increasing the pupil transportation formula by $230,255 to reflect a new per student formula for only new students. So it's a little increase in funding there that we hope we continue on for several years. Line 24.16.4, we're providing $10 million for annual school bus replacement, cash in the budget. And lastly, we're reflecting some funds in the bond package to encourage the use of alternative fuel vehicles. So this pupil transportation section looks a little new with some new money. Moving on, under local 5 mil share, section 24.18, reflecting the closure of 2 state commission schools, Ivy Prep Gwinnett and Graduation Achievement Charter School, and the K-5 grade band closure at Georgia Connections Academy. We adjusted for these closures in 2 other areas of the budget as well, you'll see later. Under QBE, line 24.19.2 is the QBE enrollment growth and training and experience, and the reflection of this the closures of those charter commission schools I just mentioned. Line 24.19.4 is an increase for school nurses of 51,233, and this is a total, Ms. Joyce, of 630,000 increase from the governor's recommendation to make sure we captured all the federal funds we could. Line 24.19.5 is a reflection of the state commission charter school closures for the state charter school supplement. Line 24.19.7 is a reduction of $1,039,000 for TRS payments for non-certified personnel based on projected invoices, so it's a true up there. Line 24.19.8 is language, where we're asking the Department of Education to report us on the number of counselors and school nurses at each school and system in the state, something we had talked about. Line 24.19.9, we're asking the department to forward fund the QBE portion of these 20 additional students in residential treatment facilities that I mentioned earlier. Chairman Nix, that was for that. Last in QBE, line 24.19.10 is the pupil transportation transfer for the new program. All right, moving on. We still got a little more. Under recess, line 24.20.3 is 1.6 million funds for mental health awareness training. Line 24.20.4 is language asking PBIS to promote student awareness of a new mobile app to serve as a crisis access line. This app developed is funded under the Department of Behavior Health and Development Disabilities. We're just trying to react to some events that have gone on in other systems and be ready and give the tools for some parents, teachers, law enforcement, everybody in the community to try to prevent prepare for mental health of our students. Under state schools, line 24.23.6 is $642,500 for a mobile audiology unit. The funds are for the audiologist, speech pathologist, resource coordinator, and the purchase of the mobile unit. Lastly, under Department of Education, under testing, line 24.25.5 is a reduction of $750,000 to reflect projected expenditures. Section 25, Employee Retirement System, line 24.25.4.2, we're asking the Board of Trustees of ERS to provide a one-time benefit adjustment to retired state employees. Under Office of the Governor, no change to Professional Standards Commission. Under the Office of Student Achievement, line 27.7.6, $750,000 to analyze the funds put in the amended budget to provide one non-STEM AP to low-income students. Line 27.7.7, we're asking Governor's Office of Student Achievement to increase existing grant funds for birth to 5 literacy and numeracy in rural Georgia, as we had talked about earlier. So no changes to TRS system. And ladies and gentlemen, that is Education budget. Are there any questions? Hearing no questions, I would entertain a motion.
So moved.
Here, motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? None. I would achieve the motion passes the bill. Thank y'all very much. I think we've got a great budget moving forward for the full budget at 2:30 this afternoon here in this room. Is that not right, Secretary Reinders? We will be here. Thank y'all very much. Meeting adjourned.